Well, now we get into the really, really interesting part. In this part, Michael Gegzno will show us the upstairs of the house, including the attic. Now you'll see some very interesting old house items, such as the stove, which is totally vintage. And the stove actually includes a heater to heat the upstairs. There was a heater unit built into the stove, and that's what would heat the house, along with a separate space heater, all running on gas, of course. So that's one really cool aspect. And then he actually takes us up into the attic as well and reports that the house, which I actually had known about because he told me previously, the house actually had a fire at one point or another in its life. The house has been greatly expanded upon from what it once was when Kirk Douglas was a kid there. So it's been greatly expanded upon, but you can actually see the crispy attic. They just sistered up the beams and called it good, and that was that. There was no ServPro or fire remediation or any of that stuff that we have today. It was just, fix it quick and call it good. And that's what you did to get by back in the day. So anyway, enjoy.
Now we'll take a little trip upstairs. From clutter all over the place to slightly clutter-free, almost minimalist. Going up the staircase here. Kind of a spooky staircase. It's kind of separating from the wall, but it is what it is. It's an old house. It's been settling for years. Got an old door. Got even cracks in the door. Door's old as hell. Old doorknobs. Pretty much got the same footprint up here as downstairs. One side of the house is all bedrooms. Pretty much a spare bedroom in here. It's got a little clutter in it. Got the bathroom. Under all the old wood here is a very old clawfoot tub. Worth quite a bit of money. Definitely needs to be refurbished. It's in sad shape. Typical old house where all the pipes are exposed. Kitchen area. No room to hide the refrigerator underneath the cubby. Same thing downstairs. Up here, the water tank is hot water heaters out here in the open. Nowhere else to put it. One little kitchen cabinet. Very old vintage gas stove. This thing is very old, and it still works. On this side is the heater portion of it for the house. Got the old burners. There's all this stuff for the gas heater. Got a pilot light. Got to have that carbon footprint. Some of the knobs are gone. Burners still work, I do know that. A little tiny oven. Hasn't been used in decades, but it still works. It's an old Glenwood with a timer. Sort of the living room in here. Typical space heater for an old house. This one's looks like a Kenmore. Ancient. Works good though. enclosed porch. Closed for the winter. Got the front staircase door. Another bedroom. Got a leaking roof. Another thing, typical old house. Another bedroom. This one's empty. Used to be 2 rooms, made it into 1 a long time ago. Comes right back around to where we started. Attic door. Take a look down the front staircase here. Leads right down to the outside. Another old door with old glass. The awesome glass that's all wavy when you look at it in certain directions. Going up in the attic. Little porch. Got some more fans. Single 1-pane glass, all frosted up. Looking outside the neighbor's yard. There's the other neighbor's yard. Whatever you can see in my yard. Another staircase going upstairs in the attic. All unfinished up here. Here's an example of the construction of this place. True 2x4 lumber. Only thing that's keeping the place standing. We're on the underside of the roof. No insulation up here. Got 2x6 holding the roof up. Very old planks. Used to be a wooden roof up on top once upon a time. Got the vent stack for all the plumbing. Very old chimney. We got the leaning tower chimney actually. It's actually at an angle. Kind of odd how they built that for whatever reason. All the conjunctions of all the roofs, all the different pitches coming together, all the slides, all the valleys. A couple of windows up here. We got the smaller section of the house up front. It was a very small house at one time. And it actually burned at one time. You see all the charred 2x4 rafters. Burned pretty good from a potbelly stove fire that started downstairs. So when they rebuilt the place, they just sistered up the rafters just to get by. Stuff like that would never pass today's code. Even some of the ceiling support burned at one time. Got all my cables running to the amateur radio antennas outside. Top view. Neighbor's yard. So that's it for the upstairs. We'll catch you later.